gusta. Me gusta. Me gusta. Me gusta. Porque no la viste, me gusta. Es bueno.
Hey, you brothers see us or not? We at our old spot. Just go to Starbucks, cross the street, and then just walk straight down.
Some Mohawk, the name.
Yeah, across the street from the cigar spot, the Mohawk Street. All right, shalom. We about to start. All right, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, as always, we want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. All right, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. And as always, we want to give a special peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, we out here another week to preach the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and to prophesy, all right, the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, known in the Holy Scriptures. Okay? And we out here to let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who you are, according to the Bible, which is the biblical Israelites. All right, so whatever you got, jump right into it.
This is Daniel 12:1, because Apostle Gabar was getting into that, man. We're about to enter a very serious time where there's going to be a lot of judgment coming on these people. Okay? Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Right, a time of trouble, okay, which these people have never seen before, all right, which the world has never seen before, and everybody's pretty much asleep, okay? People are still walking zombies around here, living in their own little bubbles, all right, thinking that nothing's going to take place, thinking that the prophecies are not going to take place, thinking that Jacob's trouble is not going to take place.
Or they see serious times ahead, but they're not choosing salvation from the Lord, man. Yep. They're looking for other means, such as this government, you know, their own preparation, or how do we get out of this mess? How we get out of this mess is written in the scriptures, man. Mm-hmm. To you, Jakes. Okay, but 2/3 ain't gonna receive it. The Most High has to open it to you. Okay, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Yeah, because the elect is going to wake up, right? Some to everlasting life. Some people are going to wake up to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And that's what's going to happen if you don't receive the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. If you don't hearken into his prophets. If you don't hearken into his words. These are the things you're going to die, man. And ultimately, that's what the Lord set us up to be, prophets of doom, to spread his word out. And right now, we're living in very perilous times, very dangerous times. Mm-hmm. And we're going to tell you straight up. All right? It's Slacky. It's no time to sugarcoat what the Lord has coming.
That's right.
Because it's getting ready to be sour times, man. Yep. So if it's getting ready to be sour times, we ain't going to give you no sugar. And you're going to be unprepared.
Yep. Now is high time to awake out of sleep. Because, I mean, how much more, how much longer you going to be asleep? You're going to die in your sleep.
Yep.
Yep.
And a lot of you, Jakes, are going to die in your sins, man.
That's right.
A lot of you, you're gonna be completely annihilated. You're going to die all types of ways. Go ahead.
The hour of temptation is very close, man. Very, very close. And all that temptation is going to be based and centered around getting our people to take that C-hit, man, the MOTV. Okay? I mean, you already got Trump sending National Guard to multiple cities. That's just the soft test run, man. All it's going to take is for a couple Jakes, okay, to get rowdy with this National Guard. and then they're going to have the go-to to do whatever they want.
Maybe I'll get their seven.
It's kind of. We should still go at the angle. Yeah, that's better still. All right, go ahead.
This is Daniel 12:3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. And that's getting into those that are doing the right thing and doing the will of the Heavenly Father. You know, and when the kingdom of heaven comes, all right, that's going to be who's going to be the rulers and leaders of the not just the planet Earth, but the Most High's entire creation, man. There's going to be a kingdom of Yahweh being developed, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a kingdom of kings and priests.
Mm-hmm.
The scriptures get that in Revelation. It speaks about we're going to be a nation of kings and priests. And ultimately, when you look at this world is ruled by pedos, wicked Edomites in power.
Maps.
Okay? Yeah, weasels, man. That's how this world is ruled. Lovers of children. You know what I mean when I say that. It's ruled by freaks. And the kingdom to come is not going to be ruled like that. It's going to be ruled with righteousness and real men. I think it's Revelation 5 and 10. Yeah, get that.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 10. It has made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
We're going to reign on the earth in righteousness. Right? Get Psalms 2 and 8 real quick.
All right, this is Psalm 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Yeah, all these nations that you see, the so-called, well, not the so-called, I'll just say the Edomites, the Ishmaelites, all right, the Ammonites, the Moabites, all nations outside of the nation of Israel, we're gonna own them, because it says that they're for our inheritance. It may be hard for these everyday people to fathom right now, but when the Lord turns the tables, they're gonna be like, oh shit. Matter of fact, get that in Wisdom of Solomon too, where it says, it speaks about the strangeness of our salvation. Because when the Lord flips things right side up, they're gonna be like, oh, these are the people? Yeah.
But that was always the way
That's how it's supposed to be.
that's how it's supposed to be. Because it really ain't. It really it's hard for them to believe it because they was told something else, but it was always in the book. When you get Genesis, get that real quick. Genesis 27 and the blessing.
Yep.
I think it's 37 or 27. 27. It was the blessing. That's the way he said it was going to be.
The way
in
it's
the
supposed
end.
to be, yeah. What is it? 27 and
I think it's 27.
So like I said, the Lord is going to flip things right side up. Esau, that's why it says, surely you're turning of things upside down. He fooled the whole world. You know, the Lord basically allowed him to do a magic trick. But really, you the basis of men. Got it.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 27, start at verse 28. It says, therefore, the Most High gave thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty corn and wine. Let the people serve thee and the nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee.
Thy brethren rulers. So they was going to be ours to rule. That was our blessing.
Yeah, that's our blessing.
It says, cursed be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be that blesseth thee.
Now, real quick, go to Jeremiah 30 and 16 real quick, one of my favorite precepts. All you nations y'all all going to be slaves. Right? Because whether you want to believe it or not, all of you had a part in our downfall. All the nations had a part in our downfall. Go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse number 10, it says, "What nation have not had part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?" Right? So they've all, have taken part in spoiling Israel, man. In parts of captivity and different things,
Y'all just move down just a tad bit. Yeah, right. All right, we good right there. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 24, start verse 1. Behold, Yahweh will make the earth empty and maketh it waste, turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants abroad. So the main point is, the Lord turned the earth upside down. Because right now this world's out of order.
Yeah.
So that, of course, because Esau's and rulership right now. So the basis of all men. So the Lord, the Lord gotta fuck these niggas up, man, because they deserve to be fucked up. Right? But right now, these devils deserve to be fucked up, man. And they will. Most guarantee, Lord can guarantee that.
And that's Salaki. That's why the other nations are ultimately starting to form their own little alliances and dropping out of certain alliances they have with Esau and forming their own shit, because they even could see how he's wicked in business. He may do some backdoor deals to cut you off or take your resources. So even the other nations are starting to see that he's the devil.
Right, a recent example is what America just did with India. They signed this big multi-trillion-dollar trade deal with the low tariffs and that, and then they went and they just jacked them right up to 50% again, man. Just a couple weeks after. You can't trust this devil's business deals, man.
Sirach 12 and 10. Is that never trust thine enemy? Is that the right precept? But if you got something else, go ahead. Do whatever y'all got. Yeah. Whatever y'all holding. You can get Jeremiah. Somebody get Sirach 12 and 10.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16. It says, "Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity."
The adversaries are all the nations. But it just starts with Esau, but all the nations is our adversaries. Psalms 83 tells us that. It says they were all confederate against us. Even in today's society, what's those summits they have? Yeah, Jake don't got no seat up in there. And a lot of those summits and meetings are to how to keep your ass in captivity or how to keep you on the bottom. They may have some black ass Hamite up in there and niggas be like, "Oh yeah, see, they're representing us." That's not us. That ain't us. You niggas was happy when Obama got elected. All these old Jakes they was crying. You would have think Yahweh Shai came back. They was crying. "Oh, I never thought I'd see the day." That wasn't you, man.
And guess what Obama did? So he cared all to the most.
Yep.
He cared all to them. He left your ass behind. But your ass was still in the ghetto, man. Your ass still stuck, man. The fact things were getting worse on Obama.
Yeah, that's when the police shootings ticked up.
And what was one of the main acts he did? He did all the 50 states with the alphabet shit, with the because I remember the falls was lit up with rainbow, even though that's not the rainbow means something righteous.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying as an example, he was the one that made it really pop off in all 50 states. That was during Obama's term, man.
Yeah, and that helped make this place more spiritual solid.
Yeah, and that itself, the fact that Esau uses that rainbow for wickedness, when the Lord made the rainbow was a covenant that the Lord made, that he wasn't going to flood the earth again. And I always like to say it's simple terminology. That's why a lot of times when it rains, you see rainbows. Sometimes you can see a rainbow in a puddle of water. That's spiritual. But this nigga, he'll make it into something. He'll put flags all down here and say that that's what it represents.
Right.
The Most High could destroy him alone off of that.
Yeah, right. They got the nerve to say the rainbow represents pride. The Lord, it's wicked to be prideful.
Yeah, whatever y'all got.
Finish this.
Keep
It says,
unloading the gun.
it says, "And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee I will give for a prey."
So it says all of our adversaries are going to go into captivity. So if somebody ever asks you, "Well, prove to me that we're going to go into slavery," you can go to many scriptures. My favorite one is Jeremiah 30, because it says every one of them. shall go into captivities. And then, of course, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. You have to have a ruling class mentality to understand that without your feelings getting in the way. Because a lot of our people will, why they can't be saved too? Nigga, look at your history. You was beaten down to the root, man.
Romans 9:4. I mean,
They didn't have mercy upon us. You was beaten down to the root. But that's that Stockholm syndrome.
And most of those slaves, when they were house slaves, they're still getting being whooped in there too.
Yeah.
No? There were no mercy for Jacob. The matter they got was they were not, man. Now, how much more Esau, man? You know?
Salaki, and I did a lesson. It was called "What do the nations need to be saved from?" Right? Everybody want to get salvation. That's like somebody punching on somebody. Somebody grabs them, saves them out of a situation, and then the person who punching them and beat the person want to get saved too. What are you getting saved from?
Right. You was
You the
already
one-
winning.
You the one doing, yeah. You the one doing all the wickedness, man. It's madness.
And these dudes, okay, go ahead. And these dudes, and now they're crying out now because the Lord's flipping the script on their ass. Now they're crying out because they can't pay their house bill. Now they can't. Now they're crying out because they can't pay their rent and their car note.
Yeah.
No, because the Lord flipping the script on their ass. Man.
Welcome to the party. We've been in that position.
And also, I want to add real quick, those moles, because they like to say that the moles, they're getting oppressed too. No, they're not, man. No, they're getting the high quality.
how they getting
all-
oppressed?
They got more rights than you.
Shit, they got a whole month to themselves where they get the flamboyantly going across the streets in their prime and naked, man.
Yep.
And
No.
even on
Just
Sunday,
They give them. Oh,
you can't
Salaki.
speak, you can't speak against.
just them breathing is more rights than they should have, man.
Yeah.
They give them the same amount of months they give Jake.
Right. That's
And Jake went through. They said that slavery was the darkest time in human history.
right.
But Esau say, "Here's your month," and it's the shortest month of the year too.
One nation shall be stronger than another, man. It tells. You see, now they in it. Now they got it. They're soaking in it. We need you. Why would you stand up with us? No. Where the hell was y'all at? You know what I mean?
And they give them the month of June, and the month of June is named
Right.
after one of the founders of the Roman Republic. You know, and we're in Rome again. This is Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Who gave Jacob for a spoil, and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord?
Yeah, so we were in the position that we were in, and that's another thing. The niggas in the world, they don't understand why we went into slavery. The Bible breaks everything down. It was because of our disobedience. And when you look at our people today, you actually understand why the Lord did it. It was perfectly reasonable, man.
Come on, bro.
It was a perfectly reasonable thing. Because the same thing Jake doing now, Jake was doing it back then. Worshiping other gods, doing wicked acts, just completely going off, building altars with false gods. So you needed that. You needed that.
Go ahead.
This is Daniel.
So that's like real quick. They they talk about generational curses, but they don't know where to go find the curses at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The curses
yeah.
in there. You
It's
curse.
right there.
There's a reason why you curse, man.
Yeah.
You know, right in the scriptures, man. The same Bible that been collecting dust, man.
Yep.
It's right in there, man.
The scriptures say it is your iniquities that have separated you from your power at the end of the day.
That should just be sitting on your grandma's table collecting dust. Is always open to Psalms 23.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know what's in there for real.
When they say my people do it not consider, you know, that just shows you who the people are. You know, they can't figure it. They can't put one and one together, man.
This is Daniel chapter 9, verse 11. And all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. And he have confirmed his word, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem.
Woo!
Right? No nation is compared to the afflictions that we went through, man. And it's all just because we have sinned, right? No other nation have sinned against the Lord really pertaining to who was the law given to, right? You have a greater position, so the Lord is looking at you in a more intimate way. So when you fuck up, right, your consequences is greater than what the other nations will have.
We're the bride.
Yeah.
So like
Right.
like you know, like you said, we're in the key word you said was more intimate. The rest of the nations are really extras.
Yeah.
You know? But when Yahweh Shai come back and he marries the bride, he's gonna gather his elect. He ain't gonna give a shit about none of the other nations. He don't care about them. Because you gotta remember, these spirits that's walking around, the Lord made these spirits. This is the Lord's this is the Lord's video game.
Yeah.
So he don't care who he take out. He can create a new one. All of this is light to the Most High. That's why when he kills people, he don't say, "Oh damn, I killed that person." He smoke them. He send the angel to smoke them, and that's it.
That's it.
Right, keep it moving.
No hard feelings.
Right. Father of spirits, man.
The Lord ain't up there. Damn, I shouldn't have did that. Poof, be gone, man. Yeah, poof, be gone.
That's what it says. My thoughts are not your thoughts.
Yep.
Here, your ways, my ways. Right? Because the Most High is on a different level. You know, the Lord's on a different level. You don't really care about the souls of each other. He made them so. You know, he controls their spirit.
That's why you can't be emotional and really fully come into this truth. Because your emotions it'll throw off your judgment. Like some jakes get offended on how like the dude might come up here maybe in the midst of talking about women and how wicked they are, how they're like, nah, I can't get with that. The way they talking about the women, nah, man, I gotta go. Because they let their emotions get in the way. Or if we tell them the Most High gonna kill children, he gonna kill old, we might be in the midst of reading Ezekiel 9 and 4. And they get turned off. Nah, I can't. Oh, they teaching that hate. No.
Why would I believe in the Lord? That's
Yeah. What kind of God would do that? The Lord God of Israel.
God will.
And then even if, say, if you believe in a whole other God, you understand your dumbass God allow that shit to happen too. You know?
I always like to say, man, you know, once the Holy Spirit tap upon you, man, you know, you start to realize, brothers that you're around, that's in this truth. We got ancient spirits. So now, you know, once you tap into this way, you see they like when you first came into the truth, it was a whole different being, man. Yeah. You know, they're literally different spirits. They're totally different. So they're gonna be turned off when they hear this, man. You know, but hey, man, it is what it is. But ultimately, man, the elect, they gonna hear it. You know, the scriptures say, "My sheep hear my voice." They ain't gonna be thrown off. Like they gonna come right in and hear it. You know, they come back, and then that's what it is.
We filming ourselves. If you don't mind, you know, we really don't want to be filmed.
Right.
Oh, all right, man. Have a good day, bro. All right.
Preacher real quick, the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness, and make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, will do all these things. The Lord makes darkness, make light, make good. And who do you think made Satan? The Lord. No, the Lord made Satan, man. The Lord made these devils, these demons. The Lord controls the ass. The Lord controls all things, man. They're not a damn thing in this whole entire existence that are not underneath the Lord's control, man.
And that helps with us. That helps with you. That's why you shouldn't fear. And that's why you shouldn't doubt. Because any situation that you in is because the Lord put you in. Even like, if you want to use small examples, like sometimes you might be up. Sometimes you might be behind. You know, sometimes maybe you can't pay this. Sometimes that's all the Lord.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got some bread in your pocket. Yeah. Sometimes you might not. Sometimes your woman might be giving you hell. Sometimes she might be good. And everything is all the Lord. It's all a test. It's all a trial.
Even with your body, man. Someday you might go a few weeks at a time, you know, feeling good, and then all of a sudden you feel like a fucking old man.
Yeah.
When you go into the book of Judges, when the Lord did to Gideon when he was going to war, he had 3,000 men, and the Lord said, "You got too many men. They gonna boast of themselves. They hated it." So he said, make that get smaller. They made it 10,000. He said, "That's still not enough. I mean, that's still too much." So he took it to the water. Whoever was drinking the water by their hand, he said, "Man, take the 300, because then that few is gonna glorify me. Instead of having many, they're gonna glorify themselves." Just like what you said, this whole thing is a test, right? Just like a video game. In order to beat a level, you got to go through certain obstacles.
Yep.
You know.
I was watching a video of Salakia, and it was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? And it was talking about them, not bowing down to that golden statue, and they was tossed into the fire, man. And then who was it? Nebuchadnezzar. He looked and he saw that it was 4 people in there, and he's like, then we throw 3 in. He's like, yeah, I see another one in there. And he saw that the Lord delivered them, man, right? Because they wouldn't bow down, while everybody else bowed down to that peer pressure, to worship that idol, right? Those men stood stiffly.
Their faith got them through.
Right.
The faith got them through. They went all the way. They said, shit, you going to
toss us in there, yeah.
Fuck.
If we die, we die.
Yeah. But we ain't going to die bowing down.
Right.
We're going to go out glorious.
That's that spirit we got to have, especially during this last temptation, man. All right? Because a lot of people are going to bow down and take that seat in, man. There's going to be a lot of people, because they're going to make it so convenient. They're going to make it like you got to have this or else, right? Just like they did the C-19, man. You saw how many people bow down to that one, man.
It's the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 12. Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities. Talk about the curses. This right here show you how the Lord deal with Israel and how he deal with other nations. It say, but that now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. For it is a great token of goodness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. So it's saying it's good that, like when you sin, the Lord get right on you. He get right at you. So that's good, because with the other nations, he deal differently. It say, for not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbear to punish, till they come to the fullness of their sin.
That's
so
what Esau right now.
Yep.
He's coming to the fullness of his punishment. Because the Most High could have been took him out, but he had to let his role play out until he's maxed out.
Because they really, according to the law, they supposed to be serving us. They supposed to already know what time it is. Like when they see an Israelite, they supposed to be like, oh, because they fucking knees or be humble. Like they supposed to know that you over them.
Like they did us back in the South, man. They used to make us walk on the street when they walked down. We had to get off the street, man.
Yeah. But see, they used to do that. Like when you read Jonah, like it seemed like when you read the book of Jonah and he was on the ship, they was like, oh no, that's one of the Hebrews. They was like, oh shit, because they knew they God was the shit. They knew that was the real God.
Right.
No, that was what to.
This is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So Lord put this devil in charge for a determined amount of time, man. And he set up a boundary that he cannot pass, and his time is that boundary is coming very soon.
I see. Yeah, man. I got the book of Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 15. And I'm very sore displeased with the heathen. There are ease for I will but a little displeased, and they help forward the affliction. But right now these heathen are forwarding the affliction, man. But right now Israel is punished. Now they're being punished right now, but at a time of punishment comes to an end. But these heathen are forwarding the affliction, man. Now they're making money off this shit. And the proof of that, you look at how many Arab stores, Chinese restaurants, serving the same goddamn food, or whatever goddamn place, all trying to see, man.
That's why it says in Revelation that they cried when they looked and saw the smoke of her burning. They cried, saying, that great city, what city is like this? Because this America is really a corporation. It's a place where you can come if you have the other nations. You can set up shop, make money. They won't charge you taxes for the first 7 to 10 years you're here, and it's really about business. So when they see the destruction, they're gonna be like, damn, that money is you know, basically like our money effed up. That's why they gonna cry.
That's what I mean. You look at these Arabs, man. They always set up in the hood. What do they got in there? Junk food, weeds, all kinds of alcohol, blunts. It's like the headquarters of wickedness.
And
Right
they go,
there.
Everything to keep you more asleep.
they go shopping at the bulk stores, and they go in their stores and break the shit down. And
get
you,
fresh food no more.
yeah, and it tells you on those, like if Jake was doing that, they would shut the store down.
It's illegal. It say do not resell on
Yeah, for individual
That's
use.
all they do. That's
Yeah,
all
no
they do.
individual use, and that's all they do.
And
A lot of them Arab stores, they've been caught from time to time changing the expiration dates on some of their food. And the food that they sell there is on the shelf too long anyways. It's garbage.
That's why your food get expired. Your food that you buy from Top. Right? But it was a point that you said about the weed. They shave a lot of that hair from the East Indians. And they clean it, cook it, do some other shit, dye it, and they resell it to you. And Jake says he really thinks you're doing
Top
something.
her game.
Right?
Witchcraft.
You wear somebody else's hair.
Witchcraft.
They had hair, and there's a video where they say that they sacrifice the hair to their God and they just resell it.
This is Lamentations chapter 5, verse 1. It says, remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. It says, our inheritance is turned to strangers, and our houses to aliens. It says, we are orphans and fatherless. It says, our mothers are widows. It says, we have drunken our water for money, and our wood sold unto us. Verse 5, it says, our necks is under persecution. It says, we labor and have no rest. You know what I'm saying? That's the state that the Israelites are in, man. It's like the brother was just saying, that over here in America, this is the damn cash cow, man. This is where the nations come to make money off our people, man.
Can you jump down a little bit where it talks about rejoice, O Edom, because your time is coming? Verse 24, 21. 5 and 20.
No, it's 4.
It's 4. It's 20. A couple of verses.
This is Lamentations 4 and 21. It says, rejoice, be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. This is the cup.
Because the brother said, you know, their limitations, their bounds are set.
Right.
So guess what? We're coming into that times where it's like, you know, at the video game when you try to run and you try to go to the other and it's blocked off. That's what's about to happen to them, man. They're about to get shut off right now. You know?
It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Yeah,
It
it's
says-
finished.
Yeah, that's right. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity.
That means that the nation of Israel is never going to go into slavery under any nation ever again. Ever again. It's never going to happen.
Right.
And it tells us that our kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom that shall dwell forever and ever and ever.
Right. So also in Ezekiel 35, it said when Esau gets taken down, the whole earth shall rejoice. Yeah. So when this devil goes down, man, the whole world will be renewed. Yeah. So in righteousness, man.
Yeah, you talking about all
What's up, brother?
You gotta think animals, they locked up in the zoo. They got a certain time where they get to eat. You know, everything is out of wax, man.
That's what Romans says.
I ain't gonna lie, Salaki. When I went to the zoo the last time a couple years ago, I finally realized that it's depressing.
Yeah.
Like, I would never go back to the zoo. That shit is depressing.
That is crazy. I went to one in DC, and I was seeing like these animals were stressed out. It was one just walking back, pacing back and forth. You can just see the distress, you know what I'm saying, in their hearts, man. You're like, damn, man. Like even the animals is like, what the hell, man? You know? And they gave like a ball to. They gave one elephant like a ball to play with. I think we looking at it like, what the hell?
The zoo is really symbolic for our state.
Yeah.
That's symbolic for Jake.
Right.
Right.
And an elephant to freaking shave their nails, they gotta walk a certain distance, right? But in the zoo, they only in the square. A gorilla's supposed to be swinging in the forest, but now they swinging on the damn monkey bars and just sitting there chilling, man. That's
They
not
get
their
no
original
exercise.
habitat, man.
And most of those animals, if you put them back in the wild after being in the zoo for so long, they're gonna get murked.
Right.
They can't even survive in their habitat.
That's fair.
Yeah, lions. You see the lions. Some niggas, man, they look hungry.
Motherfuckers cats now.
Yeah.
You know they is already. Right?
That zoo is trash.
I saw that too.
I
I
was
had the
like,
same
nah,
feeling too.
Gotta
I
get
saw
out
it.
of here.
I'm like, this is crazy.
It was bad, man.
Yeah, it was an anteater, and the anteater just kept walking back and like pacing. I'm just looking at him. He just like, I mean, he couldn't stop. I was like, damn, bro, this is crazy right here.
Let me finish this real quick. Verse 22, Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. It says, he will no more carry thee into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
And it's time to come out of them corners, Salaki. It's time to come out of the corners, man. Israel, you know, those are the elect. Your punishment, you know what I'm saying, is coming to an end, man. You know how the Lord basically, you know, as a father punishes, you go to this corner, you go to that corner, and you go in that corner until I say so.
Yeah,
And
we
now,
coming
guess
out of
what?
them corners.
The time is coming.
And we coming out of them corners and coming on the corners.
Right. God.
Then the minute the Lord will remove us off.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got the 2/3 birds down the street
Oh,
at
man.
some fucking block
Hey,
party
look.
on the Sabbath.
And the Lord gotta kill a lot of people. The Lord gotta kill a lot of motherfuckers. You know, and when they do die, we gotta laugh. You know why we gotta laugh? Because only they deserve it, man. Here they are to come listen to the word, how about you don't shine? So stop by and took a meeting. But they don't give a dick. So fuck them, man.
They want to be at the party down the street.
Fuck them, right?
Meanwhile, the commander-in-chief, Mr. Trump, he's sending troops to, what was it, New Orleans? Chicago, and he's saying, and he hinted at Baltimore, you know, Oakland.
Nigga cities.
Yeah.
Where the niggas at?
Even
Got
got ships
something.
at Venezuela, you know? Get ready to get down on their ass, man.
We're about to enter a fucking war. Niggas don't give a damn. Ask the nigga about what's going on in Venezuela. They go on. Where?
I was just about to go vacation there.
Right.
They don't even know what Venezuela is.
Go get my
They
veneers
probably
done.
think it's over there in fucking Asia or something,
Right.
man.
That's what Rome did in the ancient times. Like as soon as they started falling, they started rearranging government and certain policies. You know, they started to get more cruel to people that were subjects underneath them.
The draconian laws, man, coming in this place.
I got something real quick. This is Lamentations 5:1. Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution. Did you just read that? You're bad, bro. It's all good. I thought you was on again. I thought you was in the 4th chapter. When I read that, when I seen that, I was my bad.
Sometimes you gotta come out twice.
Sometimes we get once, you ain't twice.
Like soon as you get your check, you pay your damn bills. Guess what? You got another bill to pay for. You ain't got enough funds, man. Like in America, like you said earlier, it's a business.
It's
So
a-
Jake, we gotta always find ourselves working, man. And then you get your vacation. They'll take that overtime from you where brothers is working a full 48 hours and only give you 40.
But look at this, man. Like if you don't want this place to go and you see the state of our people, man,
Yep.
you see what's going on and you're comfortable trying to be here and live this out when you got, you know, our people, man, at the lowest of the low, man.
You take that swine from him, he'll fight you.
Right.
Oh, man. He
Right.
ain't supposed to be eating that.
Right.
But if you try to take that away from him,
Oh
he'll
man,
do that.
yeah, that's hands right there.
It says, our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. Servants have ruled over us. There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand.
You brought out the precept we're supposed to be kings and princes. Here we are getting crumbs at the bottom, man. Our people are comfortable with that. Man. We getting crumbs literally at the bottom, man. You know, that's what's going on, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. And like the elder said, a lot of you think don't got a kingdom mentality. You know, because this is one thing on Project Paperclip where they talk about experiment. having somebody do the same thing, like when you put a guinea pig in a cage and you see that wheel, and always have a routine to keep going to that damn wheel, keep doing the same thing. Yeah, man, I used to say most of us, Jake, we always want to live in a box. We don't never have an expand, especially in the world. You become a drug dealer, you don't never think about expand. You want to stay your ass in the same motherfucking area. A woman that's a stripper, she'll say she's doing it for college, but now she's saying she's making $1,200 in one night. What happened to your college? You know what I'm saying? And now when she passed college, she's still doing it. Still got our mind in that experiment mindset.
That's the yokes of iron. They're taking off the yokes of iron, but the mentality is still there. Now you won't step that, you won't cross that line. You know, you'll voluntarily lock yourself in your house, right? And just keep doing the same routine over and over again.
That's the thing, like in fact, Jake, a lot of times, Jake, they'll go on vacation, but they don't never really leave the country. Like there's a whole globe out there. Niggas be like, I want to go here. But you staying in the state, it gets a whole globe, bro. You go to Texas. Yeah.
See, that's
that mentality we talking
we in
about.
hell. That's why we don't know it. Jake ain't no Jake never been on no real vacation. When Esau go on vacation, Esau go on vacation for 3 months.
Yeah.
I said Esau, what they call it? They don't call it. They call it holiday. They going on a holiday. That's what they call it. The motherfuckers that go to motherfucking Norway for like 3 weeks, then they go somewhere else. Then they go somewhere else. That's how Esau
What
go
they
on
do on vacation is they really be experiencing the earth.
Yeah.
They might be in some fucking mountain somewhere. They might be jumping off some
Kayaking.
shit.
It was like one family. They was
They be seeking out some all types of shit. Just whatever they want to try.
Right.
Whatever they want to try.
In a real vacation, you ain't thinking about work. Like,
Right.
with their business, it's they making money while they still on vacation.
What does Jake call a vacation? Jake call a vacation going down and sitting down, man, in the prison, man. I'm going on the little vacation.
Or
man.
even if you go on vacation for like a weekend, or maybe you could do a whole week. That whole time, every time you spend something, you spend like,
You gotta go back to work,
man.
man.
Now you got to make all that money back.
Yeah, you gotta make all that money back.
You already know what you got to spend. You can't go over that limit.
Yeah.
Shit.
And we talking about
Hoping nothing happened while you out there.
right. You work for a job, and then at a certain time you're thinking about retiring. Right. Them rich folks, you can't even think about retirement because they even making investments, and the money is still growing now. Right.
And that's also another that's their blessing. This is their world.
But,
You know?
but in the kingdom, we gonna have that luxury. In the kingdom, we gonna have everything.
That's right.
You talking about traveling, you traveling to other planets, you know what I'm saying? Be all types of stuff going on, man.
And the scriptures say that our people are what? Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Esau Edom, he knows, and he's done research on this. There was a book, Brave New World, which is often compared to 1984, written by Aldous Huxley, where he said that it's easy to enslave people. Just oversaturate them with pleasures, man. You know, 2K26 is out. New Call of Duty coming out for Christmas. It's all that they need. Football season
I
starts.
see Jake beat his woman, man, because she deleted his profile on this 2K thing, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's how serious that is.
Scrolling spirit, man.
Right.
It's social media scrolling spirit.
Right. And, I had played this video for some brothers on GMS on TikTok, where this billionaire said we created all these things to make you feel good, but on the other side, we're really controlling your fate, right? You think that you're making a living, but we're ruling the world. And then, you know, when you make a certain amount of money, he said we created sports cars just to make you feel like you got something, but in the end you don't. You know, then at the end of the video, he said us rulers is thinking about controlling all things. We want to put a chip in you, and you don't believe that is so. A real billionaire banker said this, man. You know, they're always thinking about control. Like Jake thinking about a damn PlayStation, thinking about home sluts, he smokes some weed. Like they not, your mind is not even nowhere near compared to your rulers.
Go ahead. Book of Luke chapter 16. I'm going to start verse 19. There was a certain rich man who was clothed in purple and fine linen and fair substance every day. Now that's talking about Esau, because right now Esau, he living it up right now. He living in these high off plateau fucking skyscrapers, enjoying life right now. You know? And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, who was laid at his gate full of sores, and Jake's at the bottom right now. Jake's penny picture. You know, if you take away one check from Jake, they're probably have a lot of people. They're all probably in poverty. You know? They can't even afford to live under that. You know? I'm designed to be fed with crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
Salaki. And Jake don't understand that only by the grace of Yahweh Bashem Shai are you even surviving and making it day by day. Right. Jake don't even consider that, man. Yeah. You know? You think about all the blessings that the simple things, you know, because look, it's like you said, it could be one thing and you out of here, man. Or you know, now you trying to climb back up, man. Right? But it's all of the will of the Lord, man. Yeah. Jake don't even look and consider that.
You know, look in the ancient world, shit was way different. Yeah, Yahushua, he was fine with just sleeping in the tent, had no place to lay his head, right? Most of us can't even fathom going without electricity.
Jacob used a rock to sleep on.
Yeah, that is a fact. He had a beautiful dream like that.
Right. He was, I think he was finished.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, in verse 21, and desiring to be fed with crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, well, the crumbs are the little amount of riches that Jake wants. So Jake trying to be a mayor, Jake trying to be a politician. So they're trying to get a little crumbs and try to get a little up in this society, get a little house, you know? I mean, hey, Jake's fucked up in the mind, man. You know? No, that's another reason why Jake needs to be destroyed. Trying to get play in Himself's kingdom.
Right, that's a fact. That's you even look at the history of the Harmonians, right? They wanted to make a covenant with the heathen because they was tired of getting afflicted. So a lot of them, they went to get plastic surgery just so that they could look like Greeks. So people were like, oh man, hey man, how you doing, man? Right? Because they wanted to look like society. You know, well, what is it, Jake? That want to dress like a suit. That's Steve Harvey shit, right? Jake always wants something on this side, man. You gotta keep.
Verse 22. For the dogs that lift the swords are the other nations that are heathen, because right now they're getting benefits off of Jake.
Yeah.
Verse 22. When it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angel to Abraham's bosom of the kingdom. The rich man also died and was buried, but he's under the Lord's state. And in hell, the Lord's state lifted up his eyes, being in torment, to see Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. So that's what's going to happen, man. You know, and Esau Edom got to be put into a lower state, man, for all the wicked ass shit they do. You know, for all the benefits they get off our oppression. You know, they got to be, the road got to be flipped. So they got to be put into an extreme low state, man. They got to be fucking mining coal in the middle of the deepest, darkest cave, man. Now, they ain't fucking deserve it, man.
That's the work of the Lord to bring down the proud man back to the basis of it, you know?
Just because of the points brothers made, this is Ecclesiastes 7, verse 2. It said, it is better to be in the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men. The living will lay into his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter. For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. You go into that word mirth, it goes into gladness, enjoyment, or into a good time, right? Jake is another precept where Jake will pull aside the thought of judgment that's going to actually take place because they see the excitement. And what this one billionaire said, he said, we try to give you holidays and all these certain events to make you feel, have the spirit of celebration. In Rome, when they have political or government situations, they would make another sport, another event, so that you would be distracted and they would handle things secretly. That's why when you see Olympics, sports, the Super Bowl, the NBA Finals, there's some shit going on behind the scene, man.
Because the world is
rest.
Yeah, the world is watching that. Everybody's focused on one thing.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, rather they trying to, whatever time that event starts, everybody gonna be locked in. Ain't nobody, people really don't give a shit what's going on.
Even celebrity deaths, man. I remember when Michael Jackson died, they were doing all kinds of shit under the table, man. That's when they got a lot of that Obamacare push during that, man.
shot up that cartel ship, right? And they did all that. They had all that focus on there. Meanwhile, the Epstein file was coming out, and they overshadowed it by all the news focused on them blowing up some damn drug shit.
Yeah, them people, the witnesses came out. They said that Bill Clinton was on there and everything, man.
They didn't know Trump on it. Now, they didn't play around with it.
The crazy part about it is we already know that they a bunch of freaks. So not to just credit what y'all saying, but that shit, like to the world, that shit is important. But we already know, you know, they. That was their
That
thing.
was one of their specialty. That's why Valentine's was about grabbing children, but then it became even more nasty, where you would have freak offs right in the middle of the street where the public can see. You know, you downgrade a woman, or you downgrade a son. But now we look at it as love time with your girl. Man, you supposed to be doing that every other day, man. You know.
And this society is definitely over sexualized as well too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All these women doing OnlyFans. And some of them making more money than sports players, man.
Right.
Just by just showing they going on OnlyFans, showing their bodies, you know, having sex with other men, other women, whatever they do.
Right.
But that's a big thing.
Right. Girl became a millionaire just posting her feet on OnlyFans.
I mean, are they
bugged out just to pay for some feet? Just made that girl a millionaire just for some fucking feet.
do they make the Instagram premiums or TikToks or whatever, man?
Yep.
To get all them followers and sponsors and gifts and shit.
Yeah, and that's crazy. Esau found another way to make money. You make money just off of freaking views. Look at how Jake becoming a truth. Now they want to make these videos. You make money just off of views and likes. They said Zuckerberg, you make money off of Facebook. The more you click like, you share, you view a post, they make money. When you scroll past it, then it become an ad, they make money, man. They found a way to make money without money transaction.
That's what certain Israelites are trying to do.
Yep. Yeah.
That's why they commercializing the truth. That's why on some camp videos, you gotta wait for the commercial. They doing it with the merchandise. They doing it with the clickbait. Black Hebrew Israelites versus Christian. That's all clickbait for views.
Going on the podcast, man.
Going on the podcast. The video I did today, the dude that Alazar just did, he talked about he got an Israelite, what was it? It was a book, but he got a dating show. But he has it's an Israelite dating show. Like, some nigga, I don't know. But I did a video on it. He got an Israelite dating show.
And what did he do? What he did was, all he did was watch all these different camps and then came up with his own precept book and now selling it. You know what I'm saying?
And he said, I'm an individual. He said, so for people like us, he said, because I don't really follow no other camp. Yeah, he's a lone wolf. But he said, I don't really follow no other camp. I learned from, he's talking to Alazar, I learned from y'all and UPK. So right there, I said, well, that's different doctrines. So then he said, what I did was, I pulled the precepts from the Bible and put them in the book so people like us could push the truth. What the fuck is that?
Ask him about these prophets. He
Yeah.
don't fucking know.
You took the precepts out the Bible, put them in the book so you could push the truth when just use the Bible.
Yeah, right.
But he said for people like us to understand. But he was just self-glorifying himself. So he could say, I wrote a book. Just study. You wrote a precept book. The scriptures say, study to show thyself approved. Study the precepts.
And what happened after that video? At the end of the video, because I think that was a guerrilla video. At the end of it, now he's promoting his councils, doing his council, doing his clothing line and his other different stuff. Yeah, selling his stuff. It's all making merchandise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he popped up, that all that stuff playing is like right after.
But some brothers, like I said, some brothers may have gifts to be able to write something or create an app or something like that. That's not what you do. It's how you do it.
Right.
Don't say I created this book for people like us that did. He said people like us that didn't commit to the camps. You know, it's off.
The Lord said his temple was a house of prayer, not a temple of merchandise. This temple now is spiritual. Yeah. You're supposed to keep the business set apart. Yeah. But they'll elevate their business by promoting a business with the truth.
The two walk together.
Right. And you know, simple, Jake, because you're selling something and you're selling the truth. Oh man, that's a good brother right there. You know, the Lord didn't tell us to do that shit.
Another thing he said was he said I'm a lone wolf, and then he said I'm an individual, and then he said, if you really think about it, all we got to learn from is the Bible. So I had to make this book. Nigga, you took out the book.
Right.
Yeah, you took out. He was making it seem like the Bible wasn't enough.
Wow.
So I got to take out of this and make my own, and then people like me could use this. You know, it's
Wow, that's crazy. And if the Bible ain't enough, that show like you didn't even master what's even in the book.
Right.
You know, like when people say you haven't read the book of Jubilee and Jasper, you ask them a question in prophecy, and, oh, I haven't read that yet. Why the heck you jump into Jubilee and Jasper and you didn't even master the book that's in front of you,
If
John?
any man know anything, he know nothing as he ought to.
Right.
That's what the scripture says, man.
And it's no benefit in reading that anyway. Making scriptures speak about making of many
Yeah,
books.
it's you
Non-stop.
can read the same chapter over
You
again
gonna
and
get something
still
new.
get hit, bro.
You gonna get something new, man. That's just what it is. Man. You like, oh shit. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Damn, I got it.
And when you go in the Bible, you understand that most of them is re-quoting the same thing. Ezra, the Lord told him, he said, man, I gave you the same thing I told Daniel, but I expounded a little different for you towards you.
Different every time.
And he went further on the fourth piece of Daniel, the 7th chapter.
The book of Ephesians, because he mentioned about him having truth. Really, there's only one truth. You can't just pick apart from this group and that group. No, Lord give you one truth. Now, this book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. There's one body and one spirit. And even as you're called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism. One power and Father of all in the house. With above all, through all, and all. The main one is one faith. And not multiple different faiths, not multiple different baptisms, not multiple different doctrines. There's only one doctrine. The Lord only gave one doctrine. But how shall we talk to 12? He gave them all the same doctrine. That was the same exact thing. No, that wasn't go, oh, this apostle taught this way, this apostle teaches something else this way. No. All of them taught the same thing, man.
And what's so funny is he also, I think they had brought up the Sabbath. And I guess he's Friday to Saturday. And we know the Gorilla supposedly, does the lunar, And then he was like, well, how did you do that? Well, I put some of yours. And now he said he got a special edition book.
And he
so
said,
he's going to add that to it. He's going to add that.
He said he teaches that you can buy and sell on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
And what I said was, that's not biblical, but in captivity we do it sometimes.
Right.
That's just the truth. You gotta keep it real.
Right.
In captivity, sometimes you buy and sell on the Sabbath.
It's like you got to work sometimes.
So what I did was I went to Nehemiah, the 10th chapter in 31. Somebody get it real quick, and it says it's forbidden. Now what he said was Nehemiah that was only for Nehemiah's camp.
Right, back in those.
Nah, Nehemiah was a man of the Lord. That was when. Go ahead.
Nehemiah 10:31. And if the people of the land bring wire, or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year in the exaction of every debt. Keep going.
So that wasn't just for Nehemiah's camp. That was for Israel in general. That was.
Let me get this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse
Thank you. I was
4.
gonna say it.
Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
So in 2025, what's today? August, September 6th. This was written for our learning.
Wait, October said no, September.
Yeah.
Right.
It says that. Read that again.
Okay.
This is the words of the Lord.
It's Nehemiah 10:31 again. And if the people of the land bring wire or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell,
So that means buying and selling, transaction. Go ahead.
that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day or on the holy day, and that we would leave the 7th year in the exaction of every debt.
Because when you really keep the Sabbath, you don't do anything.
Right.
You don't do nothing. We could be put to death for starting the car.
Yeah.
Right.
You pick up the piece of paper on the floor. When we in the kingdom, we're gonna do nothing on the Sabbath. You're gonna rest.
Even if you turn on your hot water.
That's why the Lord used that example when the man picked up the sticks. He got it could get like that when you're dealing with the law. But here in captivity, we got the grace, you know. So the Lord might, like I said, we buy and sell, so we do it.
Right.
We in captivity.
Because it says, you know, how should I say it? Well, it's good on the Sabbath.
But when we teach men, we're gonna say you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you teach a man something, you tell him yay or nay.
Right.
But we gonna keep it real with you. We're not gonna say I never bought on the Sabbath.
Because we got to rehearse the
You know?
Sabbath.
Yeah, we're rehearsing.
Yeah.
But what are you teaching a man though? You say, nah, bro, you ain't supposed to do that.
Right.
You know
And
what I'm saying?
and that shows what a hypocrite that guy is, because his business got caught out there, and he couldn't wait for the sun to go down so he could buy the kit.
Right, I think it's saying in Amos too, where they was
He
like,
couldn't wait.
in Amos they were saying, we can't wait for the new moon,
He had
for
it
the
in his
Sabbath
cart.
to be over, so that we can buy and sell. Like they was playing it, just like the Pharisees. They would get their sacrifice and say, man, we gonna sin today, so get our sacrifice ready.
And also,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's,
right.
that's a form of work as well. Don't buy and sell on the Sabbath. That's a form of work. You have to go out there, get your ass up, go all the way over there to the place where you need to buy something, buy it, then bring that shit back to your house. That's work.
Making
That's
somebody
different
else work too.
Even buy and sell online. Get your credit card ready. You got to make sure everything on. You got to pull up the site. That's work. It's meant to work, but you know, it's still work at the end.
Even us working on the Sabbath, we technically breaking the law.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 1. At that time, Yahushua went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were hungry and began to pluck the ears of corn and to eat. But when
I feel like everyone made a point real quick. Because on the Sabbath day, they're supposed to congregate every Sabbath. Every Sabbath. We don't do that. No, honestly, we don't congregate every Sabbath day. But that's according to the law. You have to. So we break the Sabbath that way too. I didn't want to add that.
But when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, Behold, your disciples do that which is not lawful to do on the Sabbath day.
They was picking the corn.
But he said unto them, Have you not read what David did when he was hungry, and they that were with him, how he entered into the house of Yahweh and did eat the showbread?
So what was Yahushua representing here? He was representing mercy. They was coming with law. Yahushua said, hold on. Go ahead.
Which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them that were with him, but only for the priests. Or have you not read in the law that how on the Sabbath days the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath and are blameless? But I say
So, like,
unto
and that just shows that Yahushua is over that.
Yeah.
Over the priest, like even
Yeah.
that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's blamed whatever he did. It was going to be blameless.
That's
man.
why certain men that push the law say you ain't supposed to worship Yahushua. That's why the scribes and the Pharisees, that's why they say he trying to take our seat.
Right.
He's doing all of this with witchcraft. He was always cutting them. Go ahead.
But I say unto you that in this place is a greater than the temple. Yes, I was going to whoop his ass today. We got that work.
What he can't, what
Nah,
he did was he looked at the brother. He's like, "What you eating? What you doing with them?" That's what he just did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no,
He looked at Yah. Like, "What you doing with them?" He said, "Yeah."
That's how they gonna look at the strangers of our
Yeah,
salvation.
that's a fact.
He said,
God,
Are you counting words?
Tyrone.
Even though rebels too, they see some of the northern kingdom. Like, are you sure that this is our people?
yep.
No niggas who that was not Northern Kingdom or the Hispanic man. Your ass got died and get the couple too. No black ass, or those black niggas that you love so much got perished.
Old Testament only.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
No, because a lot of people who say they're in the truth too, they gotta get jacked up too, man. The Lord not fucking around with it. No, you're not 100% spot on. No, you're on the chopping block. No, so you better, yeah.
Hey, real nigga university is not gonna make it into the church. Man.
Yeah,
That's real nigga mentality is not making it.
That's right.
The Lord is not dealing with niggas, man.
Right.
That's a fact.
The Lord's been exposing these bullshitters in 2025.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All throughout 2025. ISUPK,
Yeah.
Sakari,
Genesis.
IUIC, even some of the Old Testament clowns, right? Judah Nazareth just got exposed for letting a Figma chick stay in his place for a whole month. Nobody probably received everything.
That's because behind closed doors, a lot of people are on camera, they appear faces, but they're really not, they ain't like that in real life.
They like the world.
We get a couple more. That we all got.
Jeremiah, getting back into what this brother was saying about the intentions, man. You know? It's all, a lot of times it's all about your intention when you take an action or do something. This is Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins. In fact, let me read this again. Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing. So the Lord tries our reins, man. You know, our intentions. And by actions, our spirits weighed a lot of times.
By fruits you shall know them.
Yeah.
So every work you do, we gotta be examined. So we're trying to do the right thing, so we can get blamed, be seen as blameless. And say how much you want shot. That's what we're trying to do. And so when Jacob's trouble comes around, we know that we'll be good. And we know that we'll be protected, man. And Jacob's trouble can happen really right now. It can happen like in the next few seconds. So the camera gets shut off, the power goes out, all the lights. That'll be an amazing thing, but hey, that can happen at any time, man.
Yeah, it's going to be quick. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 34. Take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with subverting and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares.
You got to be awake. Go ahead.
For as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell upon the face of the earth.
Because they're not in the right spirit, so it's going to come upon them as a snare. They too busy so-called living their lives. They ain't thinking about the coming of Yahweh Shai. So that's why it says Yahweh Shai going to come as a thief. That lines up with that. Go ahead.
It say, watch you therefore and pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man.
Faith. Go ahead.
Oh, and like just knowing that higher times is coming is going to prepare us. Because like when it comes, it's going to be like confirmation to us. But other people, that's why a lot of people's spirit just going to break and they're going to fold and give up when the shit get bad. When I went to work Friday, the dude on the line was like, he was like, yo. Matter of fact, the manager was like, it seemed like every time I come into work, it's Thursday. Because like, the time going by fast. And the other dude, he be always on some weird shit. But he was like, yeah, I seen an article that said the earth is spinning 1,000 times faster, so the time is moving. But then I went to the Bible verse and it was like, yo, this, it ain't because it's 1,000 times faster. Yeah. It's because the Lord said he's going to speed up the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that was like, so when he said that, even though I know it's sped up, it's like a confirmation. Like,
yeah. You got people in the world just saying shit. That's a preset. Yeah. They don't even know.
Lord put the spirit on somebody.
He don't know why he feel that way.
Yeah.
He just like,
it's
always Thursday. It's a preset.
And that's for you, really.
Yeah.
You in your mind, you thinking like, man, that that's such and such.
And it really be feeling like that.
Right.
Because in 3 months it's gonna be 2026. Like, god damn.
Right. No, that's a fact.
You know?
Right. You gotta the time. Just because of what he just said, this is 2 Timothy 2:4. No man warreth entangled himself in the fears of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Right? You don't want to be Jada Pinkett, that's what I call it. You don't want to be entangled with the fears of this life, man. Because this is the side of all for shit, man. A lot of us are doing the same thing we had 10, 20 years, same job, same thing all over again, man. This place, this world we don't benefit shit. You don't benefit shit on this side. Then if you get a business, you still in the hand of Esau, man. The brothers talk about wholesale. You make a fabric, you still got to get wholesale from your presence. right? You're making the drink, you selling liquor, you selling merchandise. You still always got to go to your presence. It ain't nothing new under the sun until Yahweh shall come and deliver us, man.
Even if you had the money, it's like it ain't really got nothing to offer. Like you're gonna get a big house, you're gonna get a fast car. And when you do go places to enjoy your money, if you is around people of good stature, they gonna be the ones that like the indulge in adultery, and that's why when Jake get in these rooms with these Edomites, the Edomites they be turning Jake out.
Yeah.
You know, like because when you get in the room with these rich Edomites, they not into the same, they into some other shit. So then you start hanging with them, and now you like, oh shit, that's what y'all do? And then they like, yeah. And the next thing you know, you doing that shit. That's why a lot of these celebrities be gay, man.
Yeah.
And when you
Charlie Sheen, they just thing with Charlie Sheen just came out. He said he Charlie Sheen, well, not just came out, but it came out that he was in the men.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. He used to when he used to do his little tour, he said he used to smoke like he said he used to smoke three eighths of crack. Well, when he used to travel, do a tour. No, he do. But he used to say every tour he would go buy an 8-ball from his little dealers that work with him, and he'll go smoke it, and then go fuck with some boys.
Because a lot of them when you get that type of, like Will Smith came out a bunch of times. He said money can't buy you happiness. A lot of times when you get the money, you buy everything you want, you accomplish everything you want, and they get bored, and then they turn to drugs because they done did everything. That's this world.
He said he tired of messing with the same women. So it was a security guard that was being a security guard for him. He said, man, I'm tired of doing the same thing. He said, you know them women that you just seen, those ain't women. Those are new type of women.
Yep.
And that's Bobby Valentino. And I just go off of what you said. When you get money, you start looking for new shit, man.
Yeah, because they get bored. That's why a lot of them, they done had so many women, they be like, then they start doing wicked acts.
Yeah, busting rhymes.
Yeah, don't
all
do
these
nothing
niggas,
for
man.
them.
All these
LL
rappers,
Cool
they
J
get-
got
they
caught
got
up on his own.
Yeah.
He got caught on that strip, that training strip.
Yeah.
He
Guess
just
what?
told
His
him
music
himself,
career
boy.
Yeah.
Boy, what is it, Young Thug? He just told all of them. Yeah, we all do it. You know? Your favorite rappers.
So
As soon as he made it, he started calling motherfuckers dad and shit.
yeah, this world. Go ahead. I was gonna say, when you do get the riches of this world, the shit runs out. It gets boring. And you got the celebrities as the examples. In the kingdom, it's not gonna be like that. You know?
There's a ceiling to this place.
Yeah.
Like I was just watching the people, and you just see how the transition happens. They just put on one jersey, take off another jersey, put on another jersey, right? For the different seasons they got going on. One dude walking with a baseball jersey, the next one walking with a football jersey. Then it's gonna be hockey. Then it's just gonna keep rotating. It's the same over and over again. You know?
Downgrading by the day. There ain't no fucking hope. There ain't no hope. They just the same bullshit on repeat till this place gets destroyed. No, this is why we want Jacob trouble so bad, man. Because this place is mundane, man. It's garbage.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 20. It says, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. So that's what we desire. We desire wisdom because it's going to bring us to our kingdom. And we sick of this bullshit, man. You know, all of them. You know, I don't want to get a strike, but y'all feel my jerk. But it says, if your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forever. So that's the spirit that we in. All right, we're in the spirit of honor and wisdom so that we may reign forever. And we don't, this kingdom is totally destroyed, man. It's totally off. That's what gives us a drive to come out here, man. Right? Because we desire our kingdom, man. The kingdom of Yahweh Shai.
This is 1 Timothy 6 and 9.
Shalom, y'all about
They that will be rich fall into temptation and snare, and into many foolish and hurtful